Hello. It's here for me, Mamuna Aquaba, and then the conversation. You no in a three-way line. I think our baswa, Mestre say, Uber share video no na unuya NTB na obi so ensa enka. And I have been come about the Ghanaian community no na abrantie bi bɛka yɛ ɔse ɛma na ɛwɔ abrochiman mu no ɔmo wɔ deba adeɛ cultural identity. We don't have a cultural identity. Ɛsan nneɛma bi a experiences bi a ɔmo nso ɔmo anya. So today we are going to talk about series of issues. First, we are going to talk about your traditional marriages. Yayera yɛn amamre anasa amamre na ne yɛn ni bi. Anase ɛdeɛ ne yɛn amamre no. Yɛkɔ aware mu sɛn ne yɛkɔ no yɛnte aseɛ ɛwɔ aware mu no ɛyɛ sɛn yɛwie a there has been a lot of confusion ɛwɔ ayɔnkofam ɛwɔ abrochiman mu yɛn abrochi akwantu a yɛtu yɛ no sabi yɛayɛ yɛn ho te sɛ deɛ yɛyɛ ahɔhoɔ bi a planet wei so kora yɛn bi yɛnyɛ hɔ ne yɛfiri ba te sɛ Ghana no. It's on a different planet and abrochiman mu whichever place of abrochi Ghana ni finding itself for hobiano. We are acting as if say Ghana is on a different planet. And now yaba beka ho asem ye mano oma behu no kware bi ama omo ware se ukọ ware yakura na wonu yakura nyi uni ukunu ni pepa na ye pa kire so ukunu no no anasa brantie na oba be ware ni owo paper no ono no afenso se obi wo paper na so kohia obi a it's as if say or money heaven as if so ono na okura heaven no na ode ma no ye behu no wo ye memma no mu bebre asetene mu omo kofa ma ne ba it's as if say heaven no omo de ama ma no ma no ni akonya bia se omo beka omo adwene akyene saa ba makoro no oba ni akonya bia se bibia ho kwan ye ka stories bi kire wo ha obebue wanum ana ase be ye wo de wo wudi ni dia ene ye ba bedi esa nkomo no wa ha menu a wo hwe share video no na obi nso nsanka na mekan obi go through this same problem no na nso ofo se na asem o ka no na ye papa enti ene me ni menu amema ye be kasa wo ye oba na se wo nso wo pesa wo be join conversation na me de we no e ba beto ho link no join yen my young cans are same way because a problem ewa ware mu abrochi pa enti moma yen hye enkomodie na se papa akwa aba
ye nia
and then so the snow na topa wo we
on
to hanomu
mo share
ya yesu enya yen share ukọ north ukọ soro ho de na chesa atopa
ene de plus 10 no home dressing
plus 10 well wow that's a nefa akonya we so e de echichi adofo amaba so papa is it mame adom anase papa adom oyo oba na be ma me ma wakwa aba Samuel me ma wakwa aba Prince Atasco me ma wakwa aba ena Kwame Daga me ma wonso akwa aba Nana Kwame Boache eno awa nana me no wo share show na se ena ye wieye me pese wo be share wa adwene traditional marriages no yenti ase wo mu ne san what is traditional mema wa confess e de ani yen traditional marriage na nkasa wonti ase me o papa ka kire wo what is traditional marriage wo wankasa wo language mo papa kwanza.
Okay, me da wase ani akonya ni ejuma pa we aboa Ghana community sometimes ye ba na yeso ye be kasa na ye be twa adwen a sebi ye nanu monya abotre yeso kakra ye nim no we sometimes no na me pese me kasa out of experience na manage say e bia obi ntimi nye bi ana say ade na ye ka no ye din too much ma obi so ntimi mfa efutuo no fa mbɔ ne bra na so on fa na adwen. So sometimes you know ebia woni ye nya adwen a it's okay. I mean also internet ye be link no to us also for what ye den ebra you know ye be share well ye can traditional crapona I mean o de call bro fumwa na akoye say bibia ya beti I say be local. What you say? I be say bibia Ghana warrant say na ya na akoye say engagement ni sa nyama na your friend traditional marriage say ye kokokoko ye koji oba list na be mana aboabo no ho na wa akoye den wa fulfill sa list no na wenya ne ho kanfo. Wow.
Yeah.
And you know, amana beye bibi to say, yeah, dear no, ya akopom say, oko na oko ya oba wan dia na say oko be say oba no ebusuafo I say oh say be me hu asimesi wa hanan pese me ne bo brana say wan kwa anko ye abrofu dia a say be ye she white and suit na wan pan ka ho a some Ghana for be be at say na on worry because yeah dear na ya ye wo fie no I don't know say it me go anytime. Just say emu ni weight no lose the weight and then the value kakra.
Okay.
Nti no say can traditional na bebre na ti ase say bia me ko hu ma me na so ma me ti ase say me no nete na say ba be ma na say asem be ma metima e den aku na say egutan for e den e pa ko no 1 minute.
Okay. Ebusiafo traditional marriage na ye cheche mu ko na won so e say ye ka traditional marriage a odwene ho sen de ade bremu kakra na ebusiafo ne ente ehu se wo ha
yo kakra me makafa traditional marriage no me say ye ka traditional ye yen your forefathers and that's ye nananom wonum aye wonum at the time, not passing it on from generation to generation. And only traditional traditional beliefs. Senia you see Russia never be to know almost yet bro senia see ye senia ya war ya 2D na a tradition.
okay
you're passing from one generation to the other.
Now you come marriage nankasa no. What is our traditional marriage?
Traditional marriage, as you can say. Sani a share suit no ne a equal sorry them no a aprofo and a buy. See a can ye before no ya mambrena a year or bar one dear. Nebusia for a share. Na bema na kwasra aware I don't know traditional marriage. Nti ya no area na abusiafo oba na abusiafo bema na abusiafo mo be dia dance I don't know traditional marriage we.
Okay. Into traditional marriage amanfo traditional marriage no na your brother achechi mu no say oba no wahia papa kobi ye otihui na first of all wakoye knocking, which is the introducing yourself to the family. Say oba we o me ho chire no na yakoye oba no ho ade yakoye wo ho ade a traditional marriage eno ano no mebo just say waware no ana papa we wo nchechemu foforo bi wo ho.
Oh, enu mo de no ano no ya mamre mu de anke no ano no because the reason why I say no so no eya na emma aware no emu yedru because enye to say ebia nipa no oni chitafo ana say oyobi keke na mo ho a we hia na and I love you no to say no ano no odi obo ni die ma ni na ni neja nti no so ukọ na wo ko kire a na say the asem bi a yenim say okay ye hwe ye baba na asimezi nche na ye den ye kwakọ hwehwe no so eno na ma no eye more valuable since say be a courtship and say only obi date boyfriend and girlfriend na ye wa broche ha no
There be traditional marriage na ye chechiri mu sesi ya no eso no say woni na twempena na woni ni date courtship so what you say any abrofo yi mu krampo no they do introduction. You go and meet once you will movie be what TV so meet the focus. There's a movie be what TV so there's so many movies traditional ways of introducing your spouse or your friends to your Ghana for the no your friend kokoko.
Okay.
Marriage nankasa no. What do you think? Do you think say what like ene ye may bebre do you dear mpa na wo hwa Ghana no ya kai kire wo traditional marriage mu dear na ema ene Ghana for mamefo ama aware na koye chinchini na wedding hu nsem enya wedding nkuto Ghana for nankasa no we have a problem with adapting. We can't adapt to things. We just take it in the full vim without any way. Do you think our traditional marriage is all it takes for someone? Said no. Do you take it as such? Say, yes, na say ne say be a propose chirewa. And now say before proposal no. What do you think? Oba betimi propose, bema betimi propose a chire oba. And as for say Ghana no traditionally no, as I say bema no oba ne parent agree. And son na be oba na ji aware na to mu ana.
Well, good question, Medase. Say be sana na me meti wa say ya na wo hwe say ye de no ya na say nya na say does it have advantages and disadvantages? Well, ya o hwe ye papa no ma ware na sebi I think say most of it no ejina for the major part no. Bebre na that sort ya ware say 30-40 years. And I think say most of them crap no the oman ye white wedding say ye kobo ye de obanen san ye de nsan ye kotu tin san nsan nyama no and no matna sia. Now Obibeka say well there are challenges, yes, it's true, but challenges ne ba they are lucky say yentimi en tena ho na ye share solutions. Most of it and then no sha most of it na be financial problem na ego mpenipo na ware no more. Now, financial problem no and say, yeah, the nanka koye say, be man na yeti wo fi a wo hwe bibia. But wo share the way ya be pay your home abrabo mu a dan sie school fees ni nyama no ya akosoro ama be man no so e feel say pressure na den doso. But nanka ye papa mu mayen eboa ye culture no any the way ya ye gidi say oba na tete akwada no. Intaka akwada oba ne wo fi a anka nkwada ni ye ne duane ni nyama na kadi ni akoye oba na adwuma. But say na be man no so ehia sa help financially no ama akoye say ba ku fi say ye sisi no aware anim esisi so ba wo jonko pemu ana di ohaw bebre den ba so what you say intino say o ka say jina na say kwa well there are problems coming up every day, you know. As sanka yeah traditional marriage na yeah just say this is the way to go no and how ne ba ne yeah share say okay do we need to modify the system no kakra because yeah na akoya stand still.
Okay, into my maybe some idea now try say ye wo traditional marriages ni hu and only where the problem starts. My fan show me brother then now for say Ghana for sisa e traditional marriage no and niama yaji and I no be kwa ware mama ne so ohia $16,000 no was this some huge amount of money yamfa niama no mayo and niama no so beto. What do you think say Ghana for yen change e wo yen awade
the all came there who said abrochi our here now come once if we said Ghana here your mamre no a tradition so for you about one let's see a guy who said and can't it no send our raising free as you know a crab back was one village na ebusia we enti answer na obe say oba aware no omo ba kobisa wase no mo hwehwe omo ye investigation so ebusia no omo en relate o kwan bia so ansana ebi abomo ebusia fo mi no nyina hyeda na fede ebusia fo na be hia ne aware na wo ba omo kanema ode baba obema ne ntoma danta akunta sekan ne sa ne ma no sebi abrante bia wosi so apeso ware bia no ubetimi afford it na me tse wo kan bibi 16,000 bisa se no na ye ka ho asema abochie no ye bae no e na sometimes ye pese ye mix it ye blend it abochie Ghana de no ne ha de no na e to bia entwa ye kire se Bema over worry obusia untwa sika saa kese 16,000 emma no. Ese se we be economics because Ghana na agent ntuma ba ko bi a 200 cedis a bi a ha no de bi a $200 ana bi bisa but so the cost in thousands ne de na o ya manaya predict no de sa aboard in den de betimi a discourage ana se betimi ama pressure bi aba bema no so ana se the tension bi aba aware do kram nti say ye can ye tete ne ye traditional marriage no dia enya ade bi a den eno no kra no hu ne say a formality because a branch ne ababa wa no mo ayo maje so bebo brabo nti ebusia be dia dance se na be ya wonum ebe koso nti ho no there is no hefty or demands dia se chichina for we bra na se for we bra nti yen traditional marriage ne dia no ye de ba abrochire ha oba abrochire ha o ye oba ho ade a eya na eye different kakra ye pagem because ha de say esika ye di no emudu kakra sen se bi Ghana kra no na say wo hwe affluent people na mo ye engagement mo pagem kakra wo pagem kakra but ni nyina na ye oso ne wo de se wo ko na se wo ko hwe wo kra no be ma say utietie obusia na wo ko ware no say so hwe na say sa ne ma na wo kra na say otu ba ware de a long journey nti say wo be na say wo be hwe say ye jusika bi say na ho ntimi a na ne no atena ba bia na so wo pedi wo betimi e bi say sa de ne de okoma initially na no the pressure and tension eba mo so aden zo fe na mo bo abra no na say wo kotwa ebo wo start aware na ka kese bi etwa to ho se betua no ne ade a na sabi investment and I said na wo hwe wo koto ade bi ade bo de ana say say
okay mame misa kobi asem ba ko do you think say we sa traditional arrangement ni nyina wi a do you think it's necessary the way Ghana for ya ware man kola pressure abeto so no do you think say the big wedding no necessary and can you go a little bit further into why
me mo de me obi a me sonson me ho ntino me meka say me madwin mu no enye necessary because ya mamre mu no ye nya value fama no because apart from marriage certificate now obey nya our wife's wedding mu no I don't think say that can nya marriage making sana me hu no and in a marriage making no in our traditional way we still make marry sebe o kon kan for ya omo yang medani de wo omo ho no omo de party man ye yi and akwa asante for so do mo so mo wo ai esemfo mo be omo party man ai de ayede what you say but say yeah can say yeah wedding no necessary me necessity wo mpene say obenya marriage certificate and ma hu say Ghana so no omo timi de certificate no eba mamo sign abai jitu say okay and I think say the reason why so omo yes side no so no say eya na emma no say be ma ni gujo omo a eya na omo bre because ye hu say on ye message aban di aban krata mu inte japade na akọ say busafo na town mu ni na omo ye mo yakaka de ezi no say wo certificate a enje say wo kan wo ye ndi njawo nti no na bebre na omo ye white wedding na omo akọ share coat ni we no makọ sign wo ni sanya no ezi no twi de paper na be fi be sign nti wo ye ebusia na ehu hia ne ene ja na omaja ware na omu nso kezi say yaba na kwa ware no so when you know now when your certificate I think say you are good to go
okay
and anyhow you want to celebrate it's up to you there is no one measurement that is to say okay yeah 500 and I say obetimi na send a brand kind obetimi a invite 500 less plus omoma e cost 700 if you can afford it then make it happen but necessity bia and share the name apart from merry making and I say when you see can offer say particular day I call this way for you other than that I think the most important thing you need on that day is the marriage certificate.
Okay, so let me ask you, so say Nikki Krase white wedding is not necessary, the money should be used towards future of the couple, or say abrochi when the lady is educated the man pays more. Do you think say is that how they
Should be.
How are almost in Yamamuji Yamano?
Meka say, we see a day with in Japan. Or say, I dare be any boy or Dano, and so on. Obit me 250,000 talker, Rolls Royce. Who the boy buy with them because who named the other quack? It's a wolf, the list of ban or fan or educated, not price, now wait me out. It's what paying for because you own him the other quack. Or because Obit goes TV home. Now it's TV $2,000. And I'm going to TV 2,000 acquired then. Or name the other quack, and didn't buy anything. But you own him the other quack, no. Or twa on soon. I'm not for iPhone. Neboa. Neboa to Obi. But people afford it because they know what they need it for. So when everything has its value, the price tag, is never expensive for the people or purchase it. Oh share yeah, mamrena. My can ask the same way never him. Me bride price list echo Jamaica. And a man who no more streaming. No me say what is this? Let me say when I'm the Koja warrior. Let me say for real. Let me say yes. This is how we do it in Ghana. I say wow. All my mother need is a box of beer. Now say me koto buy me the box of beer echo Gia. Now me banana to be that one. Would I get mad? Hell no, because it cost me nothing. What I say? Ain't say you're quite me way now. Sebe, what banner or banner you have to perform to meet your standard. When you say you booming because okoto iPhone now baby no one say $1,500. Nah, your iPhone now you get angry.
Okay, so to you, bright price na omolestima on actually say what to ban me boy.
And yes, what ton, but
what you just explained, meaning say
I gave it an example in a line of an example. Say a reason ya mamre mono yes sir. So would we justify it to say yeah?
So what is the reason? Why are we paying?
Okay.
Why must the man, because in India is on the other side, the women
Good point already here, right?
Yeah.
So
So
because
no,
there's a value.
You would because
Okay.
Our problem is why we are doing things. So then why do it? Why do you
Mimi say I did be free, and send papa. To me, my policy. So if in return, you better say a gratitude or the ma ebusiano for the well-being and upkeeping of that girl now, I think say it's fair. To my understanding. Me feel say in a way a gratitude I would the ebusiano because sanka ye boa anka in a way na be standard kakra but who ebusian bia ne die. Intimidates me feel say a gratitude.
Okay, what do you think it is? Bremuna
well, can say you were saying we say monkeys play by sizes. As no ubiane dear wono eshe senelsi kan say yam fan say ebusiano etwa ebo bi ato ho say bema no entia me no to me no de morally no enye right. Na say bema no so no ojanenai so senelsi kan obo ora kan de Japan di na say oba ya of course henya de wo waka no na obey be even higher than that so bet me affordability no but you have to look at the moral side of it because we're talking about tradition you can tradition no enya dia ne bo din se bema wo sisu se why ready so why no untimi enye so what is your why ready so be why go na the traditional price na utia no yeah a custom no and you be able to put you off and answer the pressure about it. The American say the white word in that you are in a say no. I know yes something that has been introduced to us. You can opt for it and in a moment because they say no Osha, the Aquarian say the Mohune said it was your phone or Chrome has before where or check out white word no na Bemana fa you know where for me. Now say idea won't to me. Why are you putting that on yourself as a beginner of the starter life? And you, the person involved, will have to decide. Say this is what I want, or this is not what I want. So what means so yeah, and I said, okay, we are Bema dia, Mika say, and why do you want to split it? Bema no funny carina no on your if you have the money, if you can afford it, it's all about the individual.
Okay, well, do you think say such traditions, and as let's answer this question first. Also, should a bride plead to her parent on behalf of the husband, or should or have him pay for everything on his way? What do you think? Oma, quick answer, and then
Well, I think say Prince can what's on not to plenty. Ube to me because Sebe we couple your introductory and kwadam be mu. So this is the way is to test your pulse. Say, are you really fit for the job? What you say? And sometimes I'm not for dealers, not some renegotiate. I'm feeling no, and a tobo, because they all do to go Raymond. There's men can say, but there's no turning back. You are in for good for life if you really want it to work out. I can make it. Send me 2 million from say, basically go. Man, fa oba ne mo a bar a bonus. A winning that's an aba. But she won't ma to come because the idea of calling a dime bebim mobetum pon abrabum all ni should be your main focus as Bermano. In the way you test caller, make sure somebody pass with flying colors. And one can so I share with you. So me I think say it should be the man's responsibility say over Sakano because you should be prepared before you go. Anything I am far but you do it on your own choice.
Okay. So do you think such traditions, and no nama Ghana for member mano Mpacho answer, because based on what we say, based on the attitude behind me paying for all these things, Ghana for member can be. Do you think that eno enama ebuo?
So my question because Ghana the culture it's in the man's world. That is the Ghana for culture.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
World.
Yeah.
Now a man's world now they expect say we Bema na obafi na obabeyadia. The reasonable cost and traditional cost you should be able to take it. Now, Nippons are woman different. I don't know, or it is not your really or pocket, even though you have to be prepared for that task, in your pocket. And the all kind of saying say, and untina yemu man. I don't know, say that is the case, say Obena. That is because we live in a man's world is an expectation, expectation obesa.
But the reality is that the women are not doing it. So is that why you disrespect Ghana for man?
50-50 now. I say women are not doing what?
So the expectation is because now it's 50-50 in expenses.
It's here. Abuchi warrior chimsa.
It
is not
to say Ghana Kurano a man be sure me.
Well, and I say a kind of tradition Nidia and yes, or Beman was your warrior, and therefore when it comes to tradition Nidia, or Beman will take care of that. And Untina a Fabisono, it's a man's world. Intina Meman Sebi Prediasa. Nema or Bema Ghana Nibe a year after Wahana ya Umbacho. That's what I can say.
Yeah, and person and they don't want to learn anything else. Should we adapt?
Before you go on, my main cancer on so.
Okay.
One say they all say because Yaya San you say Obanim Boadie. Sometimes
no. And that's not the question.
Okay, rephrase the question.
I said because the expectation in our marriages are the women should submit and because womb no na wabe wase sikadia be yo muhwadie and as adie na ma inti amagana for member mumma. Is that the reason why many Ghanaian men na?
Well, me can say anunti na momu so no me be gina so to me man so for say open say you bua. Sometimes you need to have value. As I said, umuyedu. And you may be Sepe, who you're about for. You're supposed to know going in that game. You are not single. Who raise you busia? Inti se open say nipana on anything. I tell over Adam for crapono. Adam for now on any namono. Or value saying, then I will contribute towards that friendship. No, ye we are warrior befi. Ye busia. my first say my food, shelter, and clothing. Oh, shenkwadano. Now, then ebema ukunu no what value we say. Ade we say me tam and I say me yene takakadia me nyatima ema ade no. Eye ne bo ne o sombo saying. O contribution to bema no kasa mo the way on the kasa krapo no is also has a role to play how our obey disrespectful. And our women should know that say, who are already mona, say you should be checking up and they say, why am I contributing towards this marriage in any way at all? What am I saying? Intino, and yes, say, yeah, what's when I intino, it makes us treat them anyhow. No. But Miss Me in a way say, Bemana there is a leadership role at our Beman also. And as a leader, no, or which dom, I said, Unomuko baby. So, Ona who there were munim amoko, and then you pass the message on to the people in the back. So, okay, this time no Obianko left. Then a wife no yeah was second in king no. People say, I then a young left. Ona who the ever. In now the day young left. A co year is still so. Uncle year so you take responsibility of it. But say a bayan say yeah more maybe leader say young left. Now me chief on say there be young. Now the akofa in same day then the man have to show that last executive power now or one. Then the woman also not like it. Now I say you because I bet this guy already yeah she knows. What I say. So to me, that is what I've realized. Say sometimes when man be your mom say oh Mira, what be worry what be you come and ask man in marriage. What is your dreams? What is your aspiration? Then I'll say who achieve you abraboya ubuyi what be invite me become one. Then I am person on the oh baby more kwa you can also know what role to play to achieve. I ask and my be man ni je na be man ni agenda there. Of course do so every count. But the our agenda and also an agenda. Then instead some be to apex you end up going the opposite direction. Into to draw a triangle no na be you won't object by air draw. We call we na now, the whole reason to mobile aircraft and then they over the bar. They say they'll be right, and everybody have an ego, and everybody have a pride, and everybody have a reason why they are doing what they're doing. Because we'll be saying, "Oh, one reason, justify reason." Then why are we here in the first place? Then we need to go back to the original point.
Okay, it looks like current marriages, and yet current marriages say it looks like the young ones are having successful marriage.
You
right
think
now.
They just started?
Yes.
They just started. From a start you. No.
No, baby, when I say younger, I'm talking about below 50s, no money 50s.
I'm worried that they're 35.
Yes. They'll be almost 16 years. They're having a successful marriage in a sense that they never consulted the parents. Meka Ghana was abrochio baby. Papa no don't consult their wives doing something. Inti ama no at that time Emma yampa mama no say mama for some come and say machanko said they were not happy in the marriage. The current young generation are having a very successful marriage, and I will tell you say is it because they say afa at least what works for them, because culture evolves, and they live in this type of culture. They live in Canada, they live in UK, they live in so many places. Do you think that the old ones, because our Regina, even statistic Canada, marriages are breaking from 50 and up for no muja warieno. Omo 60s and up no. Ghana for be brain so share statistics now, it's around that age, Do you think that our traditional marriage, we need to bridge a certain gap will be to have a clear understanding of what is current and what is old, what is working and what is not working?
And then send baby here reforms, right? Even our family structures and do a year wo school fees a year tia or bra year but a dying size a year see, right? And back then, maybe it was during that time, it wasn't that easy, but it does need reforms in terms of sika yede re ebusuani ma yede bubusuano and also eboa ma aware ni gina ofa abrochire for the year oba timi nye adwuma sebi decent kakra but o de ko Ghana say oye catering school krapo a ada so be na kasa ne boje one more more bank no so more longer hours and in all no something always have to give what you are saying intino the can't be saying in the sense that say no one more abrochire no ade ebo no one education ema enya to me but to me no so still no it has a limit oba ade ati say we because oba wo foforo na say o jan kwara no ho at a younger age akwakoye adwuma na beboa ebusia right bibi kwara no sofa in a way what you say because office school ba no 8 hours no so ya always omo dey up to 6 o'clock na go for maba we are your life everybody I can testify to that but sanka ye fie na e Ghana na kakra no ba no benya no e be boa ebusia no in a way say nkwara no school ba na nyama na e fie den kwa wo fie but ya hai o share the bia ya call ya bag gidi our na ye wo mu no o can say yes it's successful but something is losing.
Which is
in Quadano, they are getting less attention.
But so what do you they
feel
that's
issues no can't abo issues no. We started with looking at traditional marriages and and advantages and disadvantages. Now we are talking about marriages are a breaky and we will be to say young ones no marriages no age in our sense old ones no. I mean I don't know say change topic
no how we enter because you can't talk about the head without again talk because how we enter into the marriages and this has caused some confusion in the marriage. So explaining traditional marriage was not the only point, but understanding marriage on itself. Is that necessary for Ghanaians to rely solely on the past traditions? And how is that relevant today? Because in traditional marriages, it is breaking a lot of marriages in this part of the world because of the tension and also the demand of those things now, or based on tradition, because we don't want to adapt.
From the meme kind I made it clear, say, traditional marriage, it doesn't cause pressure. It is when we adapt, you can be towards 16,000 boss. This is where it brings tension in there. I wouldn't say that is a traditional marriage. An expectation be about. I mean, nobody. It's created. It is not what is the norm. It is said I was a kind of Obano every school and national school approach into the expectation. They said, "Oh, here's a Bema." I mean, I gave an example. So monkeys played by sizes. I mean, so you marry into that family, and I say, Obabia school na bia one more expectation there higher. Maybe also Bema be also school. They also high, standing average now to meet that kind of marriage. But so on film you may not want to go into that because you're going to bring pressure on yourself. Eventually, then that pressure will break the marriage.
Exactly. So the point is say the traditional marriage, our parents in Abrochi or in Ghana demanding more from the men are also saying it is tradition. The men must do it.
Well, I wouldn't say it's a tradition, an expectation. Yeah, you have a kind of tradition. It wasn't there because tradition na na mekano. Obama Obano, to Mama Obano. I mean, if you value Sadi with Grana, Bema say Obana. At least you're going to rent for another so already be our own to die. You're going to rent for the next 6 months. A Bujano make sure say. Are you capable of looking after your dish for the next 6 months, next 1 year, for the entire year? Yes, I want to bet now. And it has to be somebody that you are prepared. Now, if you are prepared in Zoa, traditional and that shouldn't be a deterrent to you. And yet big. But say you could big, but enemy expect to say, and as say, I could negotiate near at the end. So, Nina, a yen ye creative, and idea a tradition.
So
We are
how do you
creating
make
it.
our parents understand that this is a new, because they are trying to say that it is a tradition, because that's the way it is explained. Everywhere I've been, everybody
What was
who
that?
gives the
Abuja
list.
Grano.
Almost oh yeah they call yeah for the Figana nearby. Sana hand of
Well,
that's
so,
all.
they are not
But
interpreting. They are not interpreting because
Yeah, almost if you for no one buy.
$80 anyway. And like I said, we may joke say,
Or people are saying suit, you know, papa ni suit, you know, or per Holland the dear.
And then in America, it is not the tradition. It is we have created that new idea to become part of a foreign expectation. And as I say, I mean, if I want to delve a little bit,
but what is foreign expectation? Because Obroni in Jessica. So which foreign expectation? Obroni na on Jessica on $1
and a year change BBA into the dollar index. It is not right. It's not fair. So now will chrome her and no more worry.
Hey.
Obviously, you're going to pay dollars. You're not going to pay cedis, right?
There be obi bisa beer cartons. Maku 30.
Yeah.
That
is outrageous. I mean, how can you demand something from a beer of a foundation or so? It's not even right. Morally, it's not even right for you to do that. So,
but people are doing it here. So
it is not right. The fact of more does not mean it's right.
Right, yeah.
Just so
abuse the system.
It's cartons of it. It's not weird.
Okay, so what is the tradition?
And then that's the tradition. It's symbolic.
Now,
So
Holland,
of course, they want something. Holland spicy.
Yeah.
So Holland. Of course, if you can, a mad but there shouldn't be demands that me pretend Holland it. No, it's not. There's no way. Yeah, the critics are the man in the
but when him say, "Sad dear way," I call so me call Chicago maybe. Aware for me no be anyantokwa. Obana samane say, "Sikana ne papa boy no when chia ni nyina nti che say no keke no de aware jaye ni aware mu ntokwa ni ntwi ni nyama aba aware nu."
But if that was said out of anger, say no dey ent me fanya.
As we go to the northern part of Ghana, Bema Oko warrior, what did a number of Nigeria?
That's what I'm 20.
Yeah, I mean, minimum number there.
20 Nigeria.
Yeah, of course.
I don't families ni na Nigeria. In this area, because of Nigeria, bra. Oh, Sabi, free southern parts. Oh yeah, Santina be Oko wade northern. Now when you're Nigeria, then you can convert maybe into money. Not but then again, Obasha won't fit now has admitting up was our way. But I don't think that sir huge sums now yebo bonus say a ye make us for Holland to 50 brand went me have a man 20 in the buy. No, I know it is young equity side. It is not there. It is not part of our culture.
Okay. I'm on for somewhat and your culture and every necro way one of the guys here nana. Or say the wife actually, Manuel, or say the wife pleaded on his behalf. Emma Busiafono ete can also be. What about, let's move into a different topic that has created a big eyeball, a big way about marriages. Ghana fonkote dia ye di hia ye bibia o. Wo sa woni ma ade no. Wakohia wo dofo bi no. Na enkofofo se oni papers ntino enkofo di kura de omoma eba abrochi na se omoma no kohia odo wakohia odo busiafo no beka se oni paper nti ne nyina ka ya wade ye ya ebusiafo anu wo mutu machi na meka wasem. What do you think about say the way we are choosing and also the way we are making decisions based on what somebody say paper warrior? Why are we relying on what we have as a deterrence for finding love? Paper warrior and I say our repair. Why do you how do you determine say where your paper warrior and I say you should give anybody a chance?
A very good question. Very, 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 very good question. In a sense, Ushia ba na ushia bema. Oni krata who the same. Like it's what we work krata. Then I just work krata na uni krata. And I think that you will find out secondary in the relationship. Ebi kwapo now. Who say for say be already me wo. Uni krata me mini krata. Ya nkan che ye Ya bedo ye Is the emi ni krata is the one that be born wine. What do I say? Into me nim how a problem in that way because say udo nipa na no udo ni bibia and say udo nipa na you want the person right into okato ni krata I don't think say krata no I na ye gonna for your wake up no ye ni bi ye tiase because say nipa no so mbo mawa I mean would you want to say the person go fie na ko obiokrata wotimi ne ntra enya say nim into no say me hu nipa na me pena me the first question do you have papers and some of my baby talk about the amount
take it
what I say but nip and most Ghanaians please mama on from how mo maso ebu ogwo nipa no bia na carton be waro so now oben papa no why there or waro for good and we all want marriages that will stay forever. It is a work at the only crato, cat and the medibere, I buy the mammy, Mr. the Mawa, yeah, man, and betomo. Into why would he even sell it in the first place? Why not the Ubacate Nipani cat and to know where cat or an cat say, what is a business of a business of a and they don't even go law for that relationship. Opa, and they pay any year, not only year, not months in a year. Maybe I don't know.
Enkofo bebre ehre our papa because of say nipa ni krata.
Then it shouldn't. It shouldn't because their motive is not right.
Yeah.
Because you have to make up your mind. Open because class is just a status I would the nipa ne donning in money even good luck I would be robo off you can't pay for that.
Yeah.
And the class I know to grow man people are prepared so what is that? So how can you judge the person based on the class so the power
you shouldn't we say I find out by just only class into on me. That should not be a yardstick. What do you think?
I'm with that. One will say, even in immigration law, almost our no, say what the qua, almost denial. Because Obi Obi
yeah.
But into almost me ain't deny our real papers. This may be why you know so fake. Now, Obi couple any average Joe can look at it and say, no, this marriage is fixed. But the old only pan also here when no one to me kissing. I don't think say you should even send those documents in.
Exactly.
I don't know. Can I say before fraud? Yeah, that's the different motive there. Now you can't worry once them there. Paper thing doesn't come in.
But a man bebre ebisa or paper only paper.
So that is not love. That's not love.
So, they are not even allowing themselves to find out.
So upobia sem krana, upobia sem pa. Sabi ne ye bi kra wo wa. Dia enya krana ubu oni go with the hopes of what is kata?
Yeah.
I mean, if you are going into something said because of love, you don't go with a condition. Condition now kata anti na o ti what dia and for say kata na ope.
Yeah.
But so see our and as love into na o dia, then what it doesn't even come in. It's not nowhere in the equation. Say wo kata na so nin kata. And I will come say, oh, Pobiasem, not only a good ninkata, so maybe a good ninkata. And I will be kind. You are the Berman our family, you draw a plan. Say how you're going to both get in kata and you work towards it. And then must succeed. It's a part of the plan to succeed. Some young kata, love comes first. That's it. Say condition of kata, that is not love. I don't see that as love. That is what they be and yes, love now.
And you can also lose out on knowing such a great some good people around you.
Now, Debbie, if you start with them, there's a one kata there. That is different. One kata and you're not going in for love. That's how I define it.
The bottom line is whatever ade bi a chechire na emma wo I to say odi ebe sibri bi kwan no menua you free ho papa do you have any last or you say you have to go send a bear
Oh, yeah, but yeah, continue to us.
oh okay
Yeah, church now.
See you just ama for mama tell mama ma wakwa aba mama ino me ma wakwa aba RMG me ma akwa aba obi bia wo hwe ye me ma mu nyina akwa aba ene de ye di ye ho nkomo edi ade pa na Ghana for ye de akyekyere ye ho na ama aye te se fidie yankasa nkasa ye de ahye ye nan na esi ye nkwan ewo ya na motuo bi ho ebi ni aware ho nhyehyeye yen amamre na ye fa ne say amamre no do you think say it's causing a problem ewa kwantuom do you think say even Ghana mpo are we taking this amamre too extreme say traditionally no ya behu mamefo bi no magire omo ho tendenden be ma we die na me ba no ko school we enu ntini ya be gini sika bodendendendendenden a like I to say the omo last ebeto so mama me explain ade bi nkire mo eyefe ya mamre se abaywa flower nanka usi wo papa dan anim fe na wama wo papa dan nim ayefe ete se de wo flower bi we bush bi anase dua bi ama edan na ayefe no na wo behwe obi aba tankers ni bi aba some contractor bi aba say oba betu sa flower no sa dua na ama wo dan na ayefe no oba betu afiri ho one kasa wo hwa ebo ben na sese wo twa masa nipa no because our flower no woni made bi ma wo oxygen sa flower no ne wa bai wa na oti wo fie ho no o ma wo se nsuo ma wo sometimes anya de bia na wo ba adwuma wo fie adwuma mu ntam o ka fufuo si ho ma o de emo egu rice cooker mu ma sometimes wo se pick we ma me o de wo dry cleaner in pad ye no otimi tu ka o ha wo fie ho o de nyama bebre eye ewei ahomeka no o de ma wo fie ho yete ase edua na ese wo fie nanim na contractor na ba so ba betwa no sometimes okotena ase eje mframa bodua na ebi kan iti yete ase sao iti yenya mamre ne say obi bi oba betu flower every wo fie ho which is a they represent a flower or a plant in your home no obi ba be ye free ho as I say wo twa boma no some of the bono are residual income. Some of them are just a fixed price. Some of them are variable. Some of them so what I say. Some of them are so many ways. However, make contractor no ba be to sa flower na say aduan. Ono so de kwa akoye business bi. Are you going to suck out everything from the contractor? Do you think the contractor knows our business now or the kwakoyeno or be survival? Think about it. Do you think say onipa na? But if you want to leave a legacy, Tim Hortons will krum ha. Tim Hortons is a Canadian legacy of Mr. Tim's. Oye hockey player. They still hold that away, entitlement. And Tim Hortons started in Hamilton. It's a Canadian product. You want to leave a legacy there. As I say, contractor no better flower no. Contractor no better dino. Business no do kwakoyeno. Ebe survive. Now yebe bodi afra contractor no. Say, ha no betu sa flower no. Ha no betra sa eduano free. Sani ebeya wudi will continue to live on. Na san koye juma ye papa no mo ye maame no mo. Wudi so is going to be no more. Let's think about it in those terms, you see, everything bears witness for the glory of God. So you need to use things around you to speak in order for you to understand this world better. So and then yenkoma yedino ebini obi se makoshia obi oni paper intimempeno ewa brochimemu makoshia obi the same thing Ghana oni sika intimempeno. So you see me papa no twa bo ma ne so meye me ho ade o ntimi meye enye odo papa what do you think all these things, you know? How do you look at yourself? And after so no, emu me fa ne say esuade pa e wo mu e ye den ade ma wo wa ko ware ye ti sika ko ware ye.
Well, me that say me more at one point now I fantasize the fact say anka ware be nya kwan ana say ke be gina na say be da anka be ma no emfa oba no father role na ne papa e play in her life na anka oba no so mfa mami role na anka be me mama no e play in be ma no na brabo. And we know that both loves from the parents no is endless and it has no condition. If you can take it from that point now, because no matter how our papa uswa washawa would be an idea what I say will be, and if you can do this for any woman, I don't think any woman would not be happy. What is it? And now, Sebi Obaso say a branch and mama want a bra boom. Every man knows the mother love. If you can really replace that for that man now, I don't think say he will ever doubt you or have a second guess about you. What is it? You know, that is what I mean. If most marital people know ever fan from that point now, ebe ma asemba na say be cost you will think twice on your decision making. When they say what of obi how and the idea there. And you may man ye Diana say that after my member Diana man I use the intimate in the man. What is that money now? Show you always doubt yourself. Say I do and then ego and everything also come to play. My brother in the car, some gentleman say me open part give you one. Pastor will trim say yet toy any ho into it must go. Into all them say I deal with a soon bona own person be no matter what no everything. So when we can think from that say, look, you are the mother in his life. Do everything the mother used to do for him now. We love our mother till they die. So can he love you till you die. What yes, and the way I always respect to Papa no so no, how Papa bo dia, o tibu tima e bo hu te and be afro. Give him that respect, you know, and you will be okay. So to me, you know, I feel say if they can practice that ideology, you know, it will make it stand and good things will come out of it, and then you know, we will achieve it.
Okay, Mami Misa was saying me. Do you think say Obano any Bema Neshiana omu epe say one of the parents don't like the man, for example, you do ofie and Obane Papampe wasema. Do you think say you will just walk out or what would you do?
Good. In that case, no. We're home for how long? Just 30 minutes. No, that Jejo. And I say was steady for a while. That needs to be taken into consideration. Say, for example, Okotoka, far car now they call test drive 15 minutes now. Does that tell you how the car will behave for the rest of it? It's not enough. So if they really want to see who you are now, they should take time and know you. And knowing somebody does not come and say, oh, that could be new. Or if you Canada, also by me. Oh, okay, could be yate. Now, what page is oh, a brand new parent. There is something maybe at that particular time. What appearance no anything. And based on that, maybe another idea or that jejo. But Sanka, yes, they didn't find Wunipa. You won't make such a quick judgment about a guy or a woman. Yeah, my more approach. So Moko now say me makopa about America or share pum shorts. This is na make shorts or Ghana akopa sama be or share short in Yama. Of Jamaica, for example, makopa Jamaica ni ba. Me no kwete manu or Ghana. Obi so who about because about what to buy. Just gonna address it, I cannot address it. She'll be to Ebony. Ghanaians wrote her off because of her outfit. But does it mean say Sebi only mkwaya na to ketese. So who obedi Sebi oba bad bema betrel. Now within 15-30 minutes now we share now I say oh I could be a branch with the me penasem and answer me na so. I think say you are not being fair. It takes time to know people. What you are saying to know steady bema no and answer one can take it upon yourself to investigate. What does he do for work? So catch yourself, Oyojuma or Ebia or about say, oh, Miyojuma or ministries and Bibia. Take it upon yourself, say, oh, Kofa, I concern with you. Oh, I feel and I feel to be. Now me chumo hana me say mbabe chiao. You will see for yourself and you can make better judgment. And man also sometimes the way obey introducing the Panama with Bushi and so it also has that first appearance effect, What the idea? Into Edna say Papa no say educated kakra, na say onye titekwa, na say onye open-minded. It also has an effect. Say, are you gonna take time to study the person, get to know him, get closer to him, and maybe even so in your adjustment, no idea what one now adjust it to someone you maybe no own him because who say be say one what react into the be we dressing way or the buyer man pay but say now what's the nipa no because of course the who you say
but most of the marriages I see rejections it's not the perfect scenario you just gave. We can close our minds off and make everything personal to us. There are real problems. There are real problems going on. So what you say? So that's what I'm saying. Most of the marriages are because long time we say, for example, even cultural differences or traditional differences or we are something these are the real stories that comes up.
And then maybe say I don't really acceptance. Or and also that my boyfriend or you know Santini, why no? Then I will want but say you be open-minded mutu fie Kumasi and met na Accra. What's na Accra for 20 years? You are not really a Santini. What I say?
But that story exists. My point
it does, yes, and but and let me just say, yeah, kind in terms of solution now, they don't even know the people. They don't even know them. And how do you pass judgment? No writing off. Now, send the pass judgment, In the next 2-3 years, okay, baby say, oh, son, boy, no, buy a couple, no, a doctor, Uncle Bitman Shaw Obano. Next way, so what good does that do? You didn't get to know the person. And most of them, they don't know the people. Maybe for example, maybe Trabuchen and Mekwan to Massey. Only me, baby. And because or not it's okay, my managing too much. And as years went on, I proved him say I'm worth of what I was. But he never knew me. What I think so deny me.
Of course, that's a fact. What do you think, sir, Abrochi for Monfa and free in terms of say all these Nyamo Mubise Bisai? What do you think, sir, you can say to someone Wako or the Bemako Chiane Papa? Na the papa mubisa some ridiculous because think about it. Not you may know sometimes get the problem away from you. And that's how you won't judge it properly because to say you're not ready because the Yereni Bisai for pleaded on his behalf. Sometimes really they are asking for ridiculous way. The list is very, very ridiculous. What do you think you can tell like a young man like yourself? What are some of the priorities as Ghana for you missing in our area as a first priority as Sanka parenting, making sure some man are successful instead of requesting for such things? And dear Nanka, bro, because many of them are not in a real way. So the girls now, the boys and girls are doing okay, but almost go warrior bebre, before bebre go warrior bebre because of carelessness and all these things they were demanding, and some of them goes to the homes to commit some way be a separation be because they never had it. So omoma memu ano ede ma obi back na abeye competition, abeye jealousy or something. What do you think you can say last way na yenkope way? Friday evening, young couple baby na.
Na lady me can be say, Sebe me for example, unim me boa, and unim will be swa. The way I obey judging apa. ubenya no abotre. What I say, you give him time to see for real what it is. Now our right now can't be good because accepting it's because of this. They never knew the people. Apparently in the buy no unim adwuma oye unim ebia ne tribe keke ye boy keke no what disqualify no. But ebia no come with my show baba ni yi. What I say, into the kind of no crazy our baby good, but then you answer the fact that your parents they are not open-minded. And also say nyama bebre. Ama our baby ya njantum ama na ye the engine na ma de pa to mamba. Na de emu na ye hunu mu no ye our command no mu no ase bibia. Into no crazy and na what we say na o ka say yes sister no kan ye no. Ono ni nim be ma na ono nam no. Ono nim oni dem say be ma bet ma hwe me. That is why she will go and plead on behalf of the parents. Say, look, you don't even know this guy. Mina bechamo. Also here we anyway nesramo. Mungum na yeden. Yentimitra. As the year goes by, the parents will come and realize, okay, as a mom correct, because they took time, they accepted what their daughter offered, and it has turned out to be good.
Yeah.
But here in the case, I say, Uko papa. On tia se man se chinchina on penia e de ha bebre ba and the man na e man mo na e den e so o ma ware e den e ku ichiri because sebe e man do so say mema no
we RMG say as a Ghana for mema na abrochi o no abrochi me de me fans RMG we say Ghana for mema fa 95% na man fa 5% papa ko bi ya me hira wo pa se enen so me fra o wan poputi wanya daje Friday enyumre yina wabeka me ho sane be china nso ye wo program ha. We are going to talk about many things. Guys, continue to watch us. We are going to talk about some of the things that I see say many of us are sort of yearning to find out. Say we BBM ye politics now so say me who say baby ansem no kono say Ghana for engineer monai so e wo mo akasa mo brabo ho a these politicians will take them for food for a very long time.
Yep.
It is a see we are trying to empower a young Ghanaian people who are living on the continent themselves and who, those on the ground, to be able to take life and matters into their own hands. So things don't get sour. We are going to have so many things to help you to sort of see the hope again. So say, I really want you to cast your eyes upon the mountain. Ebini Canada, ebini UK, ebini America. Cast your eyes upon the mountains. We are going to show you, give you some of the tools you will need.
Yeah, found who they were the fact that you would do my now what you mean be GP. And to Sebe, so open say to Abama, over can as a match rain. Near a terminal can a boy in war way. By ye crew mono, common in Nipano. The amount of fire to discuss on what to about because common. So when they are financially independent now, yeah, about one you're thinking, are you positive?
Yeah.
Nobody can just buy our brains out of nothing.
Yeah.
Education education also because the who need him there will be one
that's right.
Program a business platform questions are 500 questions a day.
Yeah.
Questions a silly questions, but a silly money because
yeah.
When we are able to empower them, then our message will have effect. I'm betting I say more because now they can reason. It's in the right way. Say the Ghana for no, we need in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
When we're able to give them a konya almost a bit to me too, but it means to be an opportunity aspect of own business will feel.
That's right.
Yeah. In the Senate, Black to buy okay. Which means for Canada, Abrabono, Kakana, what modify now about Ghana, now farmer.
Yeah.
What I say, but tia, and say BBC or
yeah.
The only thing wow, who like information now. Who said Arabona Obono said the Nagan and ya na say who to find a year. So when we do these programs now, yes, Remo, Muntie, Namun Sanko Tibium, message ni nya wo platform no so archives wo be pray Bobby na tie no over na pen and paper na jot to note na short to ho question bia wo hie bia na platform wo ho na wa be bisa we will answer you and help you out. So I think say Lady May money there I think say you are one of the best on more social media also, and please keep it up. So we see say most of our brothers are liberated from poverty. These smaller Adrian Yawa yen to me in fact Bob Brad Mayankata yen who our fulfillment on this earth.
Yeah.
Say you do heaven as account.
Yeah.
Our brothers need to be saved. A lot of them.
Yami shira pa nti echina nso ye wa ha. Etiefo me cheche amo nyina me mamu good night, and I'm sure say tomorrow obia beba ha back. We all please come back here. Let's learn. Let's continue to expand our horizons. Let's continue to empower ourselves. Mental slavery. No, let's continue to liberate ourselves from under this bondage of enslavement. When somebody gets a hold of your brain, the body doesn't work anymore.
Nope.
Yes, it's a juni nyajuma ni peduano ebre. Nyankopon shira mu nyina, and share the video as well.
Amen.
Nyame shira mu.
Thank you,
Bye
Lady May.
bye.
Have a good
Thank
night.
you. Yebekasa.